All right, it's time for a cruise line battle royale. See which one's the best fit for you. I've been on now 4 cruise lines. We're gonna go over Margaritaville at Sea, Carnival, Virgin Voyages, and Princess Cruise Lines. I'll put chapters in the video so that we can skip ahead to the one you want to know more about. But otherwise, I'm gonna start in ABC order. First, Carnival. Carnival Cruise Line seems to get a bad reputation of having some crazy people on there, but just like anywhere else on land, it's a few bad apples that give everyone a bad rap. Carnival is known as a fun ship or party ship because that's what it is. The entire time you're on that ship, it is a very high energy atmosphere. Everyone's there to have a good time, party, which seems like nonstop throughout the day, as well as in the nightclubs and piano bars at night. And this is what I love about Carnival. Everyone's there is having a good time. It makes a very fun experience. Even their entertainment is very active. They're very good at getting people involved in the shows, pulling people from the crowd into the shows, even the daily activities to get everyone involved. Even the dancing shows, they get people to dance with them. Or just competitions with the people on the ship as well. So it is non-stop entertainment. They also have great adult comedy shows. I love comedy shows, so to me, this is a major plus. Food is delicious. They have a wide variety of food, good pizza, and the best burgers at sea. Guy's Burgers is amazing. I prefer the Chili's Maximus, and I get that every single time. And out of all the cruise lines, the photographers on Carnival are the best by far. They're best at taking photos, getting the great angles. They may seem a little pushy at times because they want you to take a lot of photos. So that part's a little off-putting, but what does come out typically is a good result. And this is also the most family-friendly cruise. They have all sorts of kids' activities, like the Seuss at Sea, where they have a Dr. Seuss themed parade that goes from one side of the ship to the other side of the ship and ends up in a theater, and have a Dr. Seuss story time, where they read Dr. Seuss book and even act it out. So it's a lot of fun for the kids. Even have Dr. Seuss themed breakfast with thing 1, thing 2, Cat in a Hat. So it's loads of fun for everybody. So if you want green eggs and ham and moose juice and goose juice, check this out. They also have kids clubs for every age group out there, and it's loaded with fun activities. My kids love this and beg to go back there over and over again. There's a lot of good things for Carnival. It will appeal to a large amount of people, especially multi-generation families, and those looking for a party environment. There's not really many downsides to Carnival, but if you're someone who's looking for adults-only vacation, like no kids on the ship at all, this is not for you. Kids are always on these ships. If you're looking for a sophisticated atmosphere and relaxed kind of cruise, this is not for you. This is more of a high energy, active type of cruise. However, if you are that kind of person, I have a recommendation coming later in this video that will fit your needs. Next on the list, Margaritaville at Sea. This is one of the newest cruise lines out there. They just set sail not too long ago. And by far, of all these options, these are the most affordable cruises, with cruises starting at $99. It includes a lot of the favorites that people love about cruising. Buffet, simple drinks, entertainment, even adults only area as well. But I see this as a cruise for those who had never been on a cruise before, because if you've been on some of the other cruise lines like Carnival, Virgin Voyages, it's not going to have some of the frills that some other cruise lines you have. Like they're not going to have the Flow Rider. They're not going to have go-karts like NCL does. They're not going to have a roller coaster like Carnival does. And until recently, they didn't even have slides on their ship. They got a brand new ship. Well, I say brand new, but it's a used, refurbished ship that actually has a slide. Their first one did not. So surely it's an entry-level cruise. Definitely affordable, especially if you live in Florida. They have special deals for Floridans. They also have a program called Hero Sell Free. So if you're a first responder, teacher, military, you get a super sweet discount. And I have a video explaining how that works as well. They even have an unlimited cruise pass. So if you pay a certain price, you go unlimited cruises for a year. Of course, there are some restrictions with that. But if you live in Florida, not too far from the port, this could be definitely a cheap option to go on lots of cruises throughout the year. Some of the downsides to this is they only have 2 ships right now. So there's very few itineraries. It's a slim selection of where you could go on this ship. Currently, they only go out of Tampa Bay and West Palm Beach. But I mean, for $99, how picky can you be? Try finding something that price on land for a few days. You're just not going to find it. Also, another downside of this is the food on Margaritaville at Sea is so-and-so. It's not the best. It's not the worst. But then again, for that price, what do you expect? It's a cheap, fun vacation that has more of that beachy vibe and has a little of that party atmosphere as well. So that sounds like you should check this out. Back to Carnival for a second. One good thing about them is they have the most itinerary selection. They're sell all around the world. So if you want to go somewhere, more likely they have a selling there. Next cruise line is Princess Cruises. And I just got off this ship last month, so it's still fresh on my mind. People say this is a very relaxed cruise, more elevated. And to that, I say is spot on. But out of all the cruises that I've been on so far, this is the only one where I got on this ship, and when I got off, I felt rejuvenated. And I didn't feel like I needed another day off afterwards to recover from my cruise. Mainly because this one's less active than the other cruise lines, a lot more relaxing, and it was one of the least crowded ships that I've been on to, so that was very nice, a major plus. They had tons of pool area, several pools aboard, tons of hot tubs, which I love. And the spa area is by far the best of all the ones I've been on as well. Has plenty of room, a lot of heated seats, and the hot tub in there, magnificent. I visited it every day just because it was that good. The highlight of the ship is their production shows. I can't describe how good their shows are. It is amazing. They spare no expense. The whole stage will change in front of your eyes. Things will come out the floor, down from the ceiling. It is pretty cool. They spare no expense. These videos just don't do it justice at all. They even said after the show that it took 8 hours to set the stage. And some shows take longer than that. The attention to detail is magnificent. This is a must-do on any Princess cruise. They also had the best pizza out there. Alfredo's pizza, by far the best pizza on any cruise line. The downside of this is that Alfredo's is additional charge, so it's not really apples to apples. When it comes to free pizza, well, Princess Pizza is the same thing as Carnival's, and Virgin Voyages comes to free pizza is definitely the best. But I'll talk more about Virgin in a little bit. Continuing on food with Princess, they had the best specialty dining restaurants out there. The Sabatini's and Crown Grill, by far the best. I'll definitely have the Crown Grill multiple times next time I go on a Princess ship. It is that good. The service is second to none. My room was cleaned several times a day without me asking. It reminded me of the Ritz-Carlton and how attentive they are to your needs. It is a paid, adults-only, quiet area where you can reserve special seats, and they have additional people there who all their job is to wait on you. By far the best service I had on any cruise line. The thing about this ship, though, it is a lot more relaxed cruise line. So when you ate at the dining room, it is a lot slower of service. The activities they have were lower energy. They had some high energy activities, but not as much as the other cruise lines did. Their food, excluding the pizza and the specialty dining, was a lot more healthy Mediterranean style food, which was good. But this is where I say that if you didn't like a cruise line, you chose the wrong one, because the things I just listed, to some people, may be a good thing, but to me, maybe I don't want to eat that healthy of food. I know that sounds bad, but it is what it is. I like the relaxing cruise on Princess, but it's not going to be my go-to cruise every single time because I like to be more active, like more of the party atmosphere. So to me, this could be seen as a bad thing, but to others, tell me exactly what you want. Maybe you want a cruise that has a lot more Mediterranean style food, healthier options, and a lot more relaxed. If that sounds like you, Princess is your cruising line. And the last but not least, Virgin Voyages. When it comes to adult-only areas on the ship, Virgin Voyages takes the cake easily, mainly because it is a kid-free ship, no kids allowed. So the entire ship is an adults-only area. So there's no screaming kids running down the hallway, splashing into the pool, bumping into you, that kind of stuff. It's not happening on this ship. I love my kids, but you do need some adult-only time. Enough said. That's all I had to say about Virgin Voyages. That's why they're best. So the video is now over. No, not really. Hopefully you didn't fall for that because you see more time on the corner here. So continuing with Virgin Voyages, they have the best parties by far. The first line of your cruise is a pajama party. So everyone goes out in their pajamas. You see all kinds of pajamas, ranging from onesies to something comfy to something a little more sexy. But you'll see all types of people in all kinds of pajamas out there. It's lots of fun. Then you have Scarlet Night, which is the biggest party at sea. And it's a party that builds up over time. So first, the lights will turn a red hue and pop-up shows will start happening around the ship. And they'll continue on for an hour or so. And eventually you'll make your way up to the pool deck where the main party is going to be at. And a big performance is put on right there at the pool. And at some point after the performance is over, the party of course still continues, but you're invited to join them in the pool. So people start partying in the pool. The feel you get from this is basically a nightclub environment with a pool in the middle of the nightclub. That's the kind of parties you get at Virgin Voyages. And this is why it's my favorite party ship that's out there. I also love that all the food is included. No specialty restaurants. No paying extra. So you could choose where you want to eat each and every single night. So it's very flexible at that. And if there's a restaurant you like, you can have it several times. And they have a wide variety of food for everybody. So I found that very refreshing. And there's not really anything I didn't like about this ship. Well, maybe there is one thing. There wasn't a comedy show on this ship. I know comedy shows exist on Virgin Voyages, but for some reason my sailing didn't have it. Very disappointed in that. But I mean, besides that, I loved it. So if you're looking for a kids-free party ship environment, check out Virgin Voyages. I know I try to hit just the highlights of each and every cruise line. Otherwise, this video will be over an hour long because I have so much to say about each of these cruise lines. So if you want a more in-depth review of any of these cruise lines, I have review videos of all of them here at the end of this video. See y'all next time.